picking up right where we left off. So the text is pretty messy that gets spawned at the end of the battle. The reason for it is because this is true, and so it gets instantiated. But once it gets instantiated, this is still true, and so it's actually getting instantiated over and over and over again. So it's a bit of a band-aid, but what we're going to do is we'll give this one more value. So at some point we may come back and clean this up, but it's an easy fix. And since it's the end of battle, it really doesn't having the extra value shouldn't make a difference because everything gets reset the next time the battle gets loaded anyways. So now this didn't get instantiated, so let's create a new coroutine using IEnumerator, and we'll call it exit delay. Same for words as always, yield, turn, new, and then wait 4 seconds. And we'll give this a 2-second wait. So now what should happen is when this gets set to end of battle, which happens here when HP hits 0 or is less than 0, then what happens is whose turn gets set to exit battle. This gets instantiated, which is the end of battle menu, along with the text that's attached to it, so that will no longer be blurry. And now we need to initiate this coroutine. So start coroutine, and it's exit delay. That should do it. We'll start with the overworld. Make sure we didn't break anything else. Not bad. Now, actually, looks like that did break it. So I guess what we want to do is start. We want to set because it didn't want to attack. I think this might have to get changed as well too. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that populated. Nope, this is okay. see, different amount of XP, different item. And we'll just delay that a little bit more. And now let's go to our prefab, and we're going to tweak the appearance. So we're going to move this up vertically a little bit. Alright, so jumping ahead, I just tried a few different options and I settled on negative 1.9 for the X and starting at 2.5 and then reducing by 0.35, keeping the space the same between each one. Now let's do something with that total XP and enemy XP. So going back to battle flow, so at the end of the battle you should receive the XP. So at this point we've only been displaying it, we weren't actually capturing that. So what we'll do here is hero total XP plus equals enemy XP. Now we need to display that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, let's take our prefab, what we've done is we took our prefab, we dragged it back into the hierarchy, we have added a new text object to it, and it's going to be set to a different value. So here's the script that's attached, and we're going to check for its name. Its name is text total XP, and it's going to say so we're doing two things now. We're displaying what your total XP is, and we are adding to it when the enemy is defeated. So undoubtedly we'll have to do a little more tweaking of its appearance. Actually, let's do that, because that will let me change it. So total XP just needs to go up vertically a little bit. Okay. Now, since we have different objects, because as I said, we could have done this with one text object, but this gives us more versatility, because one of the things we can do is we can do some color coding if we want. So since this is a total, you can click on it And then like we did before in a previous video, click on color and give it a different color. So like maybe give it like a green. Probably not a great one because the background is blue, but you get the idea. Be really dark green. That way it helps differentiate between what you received this battle and what you totally have. Now what we need to do is we need to get rid of this. And create a new prefab, and now we just have to replace where the prefab was, which was battle. The battle GM. See how it's missing because it was deleted. So we just need to put it there again, and then we should be fine. There we go. I'm not going to reset it yet because I want to make sure that the total is working. So it said 20 last time. We received 10 more, totals 30. We received 10 more and the total is 40, so it is working as intended. And now, as far as a leveling system, it's just a matter of putting in thresholds where once that total XP reaches a certain level, then you either get skill points or you just get a straight up level increase.